With the official death of EQ Next announced a few months ago, many players despaired that they would never again feel that classic MMO experience. And while EQ Next wasn't exactly a classic MMO, it's hard to argue that any developer aside from So got the formula truly right. While you can't argue with the success that Blizzard has had with World of Warcraft, many players believe the game was slowly turned into too casual of an experience, while also eliminated the need to make friends and play socially with the introduction of the LFG system. Out of the ashes of EQ Next comes a flicker of hope for MMO players, ironically titled Pantheon Rise of the Fallen. This game is being worked on by Visionary Realms. The design team is comprised of veterans who have worked on titles such as EverQuest, Vanguard Saga of Heroes, and Star Wars Galaxies. And it shows. As you watch the pre-alpha footage from their stream a month ago, you can see how strongly the game resembles classic EQ, all the way to the fizzling spells. Pantheon brings back many traditional aspects of MMORPGs and is designed to promote social interaction. There will be content that the player can complete alone, however, the majority of content will require the player to enlist friends and allies to complete. Progression is being designed to be slower than most modern RPGs. This is being done to make content feel more rewarding and memorable to the player. Most new MMORPGs seek to innovate the genre by introducing some new mechanic to make things feel fresh. However, these changes are almost always the game's downfall. Once the novelty wears off, players may find themselves realizing that the change just doesn't quite work. Pantheon Rise of the Fallen seeks to bring back what MMO players ultimately want out of a good MMO. It's been far too long since we've had a classic MMO experience. We don't want new flashy systems or to change the gameplay mechanics. What we want is an updated game that feels fresh with a new world to explore. EverQuest is the perfect example of this. Many people still play the original EverQuest from 1999 with its dated graphics and slow-paced combat. Visionary Realms seems to be going with the "don't fix what isn't broken" mindset on this project, and I think that's fantastic. It's been so long since we've had a classic MMO that didn't try to introduce some huge new change to the genre. Pantheon brings back many traditional aspects of MMORPGs. Most of the game is designed to promote social interaction. There will be content that the player can complete alone, however, the majority of content will require the player to enlist friends and allies to complete. Pantheon takes place in the high fantasy world of Terminus, a world formed by the merging of fragments from different realms and times, each bringing with it its own rich culture and deities. This rich melting pot of civilizations makes for an incredible experience as the player explores the world. In Pantheon, the environment will help drive the story as you fight for power while traversing this diverse world. Speaking of diversity, Pantheon currently has 9 announced races: the Archai, Dwarves, the Dark Mirror, Ogres, Humans, Halflings, Elves, Gnomes, and the Scar. The game will launch with 12 classes. Again, the classes reflect the classic approach of the game and feel very familiar. The classes include Cleric, Crusader, which is your Paladin Warrior Cleric hybrid, Warrior, the Dire Lord, which appears to be your Shadow Knight or Death Knight, Ranger, Rogue, Monk, Summoner, Enchanter, Wizard, Druid, and Shaman. Visionary Realms has stated that they want their classes to perform defined roles in the party. Clerics, Druids, and Shamans are your healers and will primarily focus as such. Hybrids, like the Crusader for example, will be able to heal, but will not be as powerful as a Cleric in that role. The hybrid classes are being designed so that they will perform as hybrid classes were always intended. Sorry, WoW Paladin players. I'm incredibly excited at the potential of this game. As a veteran of classic MMOs such as EverQuest Online Adventures and EverQuest, I can't wait to dive into this world and begin exploring, forging friendships, and conquering enemies. It looks like we're going to be waiting a while, however, as the game is still in pre-alpha. On a positive note, however, the game did recently acquire a new investor to properly fund the project. If you're anything like me, you've been waiting for a new MMO to come along and finally be the game that brings back those magical feelings you had the first time you played an MMORPG. It's a tall order to fill, but I strongly believe at this point, if any project's going to do it, it will be Pantheon. Thanks for watching this video. Give it a like if you enjoyed it, and let me know in the comments what was your first MMO, and what do you think of bringing back the classic MMO. Subscribe to my channel for more videos like this in the future, and as always my friends, thanks for watching the Brain Bean Gaming channel.